German Chancellor Friedrich Merz said that 6 out of 7 G7 countries, including France and Canada, have urged Trump to rethink his suspension of Russian oil sanctions. Well, the easing of sanctions came as a consequence of the West Asia war that the US and Israel launched against Iran. Germany has said that it was wrong for the United States to ease some of the oil sanctions on Russia to tackle the surging energy costs which are caused by the West Asia war. Now, Merz had warned that the move could help fund Russia's war against Ukraine. He said that easing sanctions now, for whatever reason, is the wrong course of action. Listen to this.
We will therefore continue, and must continue, to increase pressure on Moscow. I want to state this very clearly. Easing sanctions now, for whatever reason, is wrong. We believe that is the wrong course of action. Our support for Ukraine will continue. We will not allow ourselves to be diverted or distracted from this by the Iran war.
Merz added that G7 leaders had spoken to US President Donald Trump and even Israel about the issue of oil and gas deliveries from Russia.
Past few days, as you all know, I have held intensive discussions and consultations with our European partners, with NATO partners in the G7 format, as well as with the United States and Israel. Our aim is to ensure that Russia does not exploit the Iran war to weaken Ukraine.
Now, similar sentiments were also echoed by French President Emmanuel Macron while addressing a joint conference alongside Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Macron said that Russia is mistaken if it believes that the war in West Asia will offer it a respite. Macron also said that the situation in no way justifies lifting the sanctions. Listen to this.
Today, Russia may believe that the war in Iran will offer it respite. It is mistaken. Within the framework of the G7 meeting that I chaired 2 days ago on Wednesday, we reaffirmed that the current rise in oil prices must in no way lead us to revise our sanctions policy toward Russia. That is the position taken by the G7, and it is, of course, the position of France and of Europe.
Well, the G7 leaders held a video summit on Wednesday as the US-Israel war on Iran brought shipping traffic in the Strait of Hormuz to a standstill. The leaders of Germany, Canada and Norway, all NATO member states, said that they would use their channels of communication to try and change Trump's mind. Meanwhile, the Kremlin has welcomed the move by the White House, saying the US and Russian interests are aligned on the issue. Russian presidential spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said that Moscow saw the actions by Washington as an attempt to stabilize energy markets, and hence the interests of both countries are aligned here.